All right, we're live. What's up? What's going on? We're painting. You know, already know what the deal is. It's Kalen. I'm with Michael. Michael,
What's up?
what's good?
What's good?
Nothing much, man. Just winding down. Gonna hang out and paint. And maybe if I have some time, I can play some video games. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. But let's get it going. Want to play some of the? You see some of the new Apex stuff, dude?
Yeah, it looks so sick.
Yeah, it does. It looks good. So they finally hit their player base. Yeah, I was playing with Pulse the other day, my homie, and he got a few dubs, and I was like, man, like I so much prefer it over COD. It's just that my friends play COD, and I'm just like, and it's annoying. All right, so you were doing some black and white studies, so let me get this going. How am I gonna do this? You know what? I never actually put perspective grids and things before. So I wonder what would happen if I
Want me to give you
like
some?
yeah, normally I don't. Like I just paint. But I wonder what would happen if I did. If I put like a bunch of just random perspective grids. I wonder if this would work. Let me see. I'm gonna try something out. This is kind of new for me here. So I wonder if I put one and then I duplicate it, all right, and then move it. So I'll do it like this. So I'll do it like that, and then I'll make this one blue. Whoops, blue. Then on top of that, I will make it all black, right? Stay with me. And then I will just erase a space out of it, like that. You get what I'm saying? So I wonder if by doing it that way, I will be creating something like new. That's what I'm guessing could be kind of interesting.
That's another thing. I did send you my folder with a bunch of grids, and I have a Blender scene where you can render out new grids.
Oh, you do?
That
Oh,
I
that's
made.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
interesting.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to try that out. So I think as long as the horizon lines up, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'll try it out. But yeah, I'm kind of just I don't like to spend too much time on it. Like in a sense that I'm just like whatever. Okay, that's kind of cool. See, what I'll probably get rid of though is I don't know if I like these ones right down here. So I'm gonna get rid of these ones actually. So these ones will be like brand new. Hey, come on. Okay, cool. So that just means I just make some new ones. The question is how new? Ooh. So we'll do that one, and then we'll make it blue. And then we'll do this one. Ooh, okay. I like this. So now we are like, whoops. What did I just do? New layer, new layer. Here we go. So now like we're gonna paint, but now we're gonna have like we're gonna be able to paint in like an X, Y, Z coordinate system, which we didn't have before. Oh, I can't do that because I need to have it separated. Yeah, there we go. So I think this would solve it. Yes, sir. Okay. So check that out. So we have like a bunch of different grids that we can use. And then now I'm just going to merge it all down. And I wonder if I do that, that will be the start. That will be the warm-up of something that we can paint. So let's try that out. I think this is going to work. Vernelson Art. Hey, Kalen. Yo, what's good, man? How's it going, dude? We're trying something new here, so just bear with me. We are trying a different approach to doing some graphic thumbnails. Are you limiting yourself, Michael, to like a value system or not? Because I'm gonna do
I'm
that.
only doing black and white.
Okay, so you're doing black and white, but like how many like Are you just doing any values, any and all, or like, or is there kind of like
not
a?
at all.
Okay,
Just straight black and white.
just black and white. So you only
As
got
graphic as it gets.
okay. So you are limiting yourself. So it literally your limit is
Yeah.
black and white. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Not grayscale.
not grayscale. Gotcha. So I'm gonna leave myself like 5, but I'm probably only going to use like 2.
Okay. Yeah. When it comes to values, any value that you get from when you add like the texture,
Mm-hmm.
that's all. That's fair game.
That's fair game. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's the rules. We know the rules. Let's get it going. I'll get some water here. So yeah, we're doing some black and white studies. I'm gonna do a couple. So what I'm actually gonna do here, I think I'm gonna establish some high key and low key paintings. I think is gonna be the vibe. So I think I'm actually gonna use different values for like all these. So I'll use this value for that one. I'll use this value. So I think this will be good practice to work on like my high key, low key kind of paintings, you know? Some paintings that are going to naturally be dark, some are naturally going to be light. And see what I can kind of create out of it. I think it's going to be a fun thing. So we'll use that one. And then we will use that one. So let's see how that goes. So I'll make this one a little bit lighter. Cool. And then we'll just lower the opacity down by like a good amount to the point where you can't see anything. All right, here we go. Let's start it. I think I'll just use shoots. See, the ones that are going to be hard are actually like these lower key paintings where it's like there's not much else in there. So I don't know. Yeah, so I guess we're going to get like really dark here. All right, we'll figure it out. Are you using gradations? Are gradations allowed or no?
I mean, if you're doing what I'm doing, it's literally just black and white.
Okay. I'm going to put some rotation on this brush and let's lower the spacing so it's not all weird. Why isn't it rotating? Oh, that's why. That's why. Oh, cool. Nice. So I now I gotta think about like what kind of accents do I want? Like, do I want to be low key with a light accent, you know, high key with a dark accent, all that kind of fun stuff. But I kind of actually like painting in this way because it's much easier to kind of like figure out the just the overall spacing of things because you're already kind of painting in a perspective grid. Where normally the way that I normally do it is I'll just paint something and then I'll put the grid in afterwards. I'm usually kind of a perspective later when it comes to this kind of stuff. So doing it first is actually interesting. I'm not actually used to doing it this way.
I don't have any set methods because I'm learning.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna figure out some ways to kind of approach it that are like that you're gonna prefer.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, man. I definitely get the impression from people's advice on my portfolio that I've shown I can do a really good finish, but I need to show that I can do production stuff like drawing over 3D blockouts, different approaches to thumbnailing, and a little bit more of a focus on entertainment, less realism, like realism, but not like
stylized a little bit,
like a room.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like you're expensive, you know, essentially artists are kind of expensive in a way. I mean, in terms of a budget, like artists don't get paid nearly enough, so that's like a thing, but you know, they want to see that you can kind of convey an idea early on before they say, hey, you know, go go render this out and let me see what happens. You know, they want to make sure that the idea is kind of set there first, which is understandable. Ooh, okay, I see something happening here. I see something kind of happening. We'll rock with this. Edvard, what's up, man? Oh, I should probably use this as the same eraser. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna add a little bit of texture to my eraser brush. Normally I don't do that, but I kind of want to get into texture a little bit early. I kind of want to get into that kind of like Aton Zana, like painterly shit earlier than normal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to go for those kind of like Florent slash Aton vibes a little bit, where it's like really cool. So I want to get some of that that texture when I erase stuff as much as possible. But I don't want to do it too early because I'm still developing like the proportions. I think in this one, the hardest part for me, I feel like, is like developing proportions, like of what the shapes look like, is really getting the really understanding the proportions. If I don't get that down, then like rendering doesn't mean shit. But I feel like if I can, then I'm in a pretty good place. And I think my other problem too is that I sometimes don't know when to jump to a new thing. Like, do I just go, like, do I go by feeling, right? If I'm feeling a painting, do I just like go ham on it, or do I like stop? Do I say, okay, 5 minutes here, then stop? It's one thing that I've never really had like a clear answer for. Okay, we'll leave this. Oh, you know what? We'll go this way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That would then create like a nice silhouette of this little piece right here. I'm gonna throw a little bit of a gradation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cheat this time and use some gradations. Normally I don't, but I think that would be kind of cool in this aspect. And I guess maybe I can use the white for rivers, maybe? Another person with an emoji of a language that I can't read. Is that Chinese, Korean? I don't know. Is that Japanese? I don't know. I'm bad. I gotta figure out the difference of that. But what's good? I'm bad at recognizing some of the languages, the symbols. Maybe Michael can help me out. Michael, which one is that?
I have it open. I'm watching it through Discord.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I can check to see if it'll show me the chat.
Pretty sure it would.
Let's see. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, we don't know. We're because we're idiots.
I had to guess. I'm going with. I hate guessing because, like, what if you're wrong?
Yeah, canceled.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I'm thinking Japanese.
Japanese. All right, we'll go with that. Unless he or she, it could be a she, he or she corrects us. Then I get pulled over by the hands. They're like, Kalen, you're fired. I'm like, what? You know what? I don't want to do sci-fi. I don't want to do fantasy. I'm always doing fantasy. Let's go sci-fi. So if it's sci-fi, then it's got to be something like rounder. I can just do this. Problem solved. There we go. Easy. Easy. Maybe we'll just have more angles. I gotta go look up some like Sparth inspiration maybe. I think that's what I need in my life right now. If I want to do sci-fi, I'll just go look at Sparth and just get some ideas for shapes. Yeah, I probably just need more circular patterns. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm missing. More circular stuff. Yeah, that's what I need. More circular. I'm an idiot. More circular and more counterbalance. Alright, let's get rid of that. Then I guess we can just paint it later. So do you have any themes for yours when you're doing yours, Mike, or what?
Not necessarily. I'm really just thinking of like the shapes and how to extrude and inset with only thinking about shadow.
Oh, that's hard.
And if I the theme is like just weird, ambiguous architecture, I guess, right? So
yeah.
Could be like fantasy temples, could be fantasy sci-fi temples, or cities or whatever. And then once I've nailed this down, I finish this page, then I'll do it again with more theme implied, or whatever, intact, or in mind, sorry, words.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I could do a ring. Okay, I definitely need more rings. So let's okay, I'll do this on another layer actually. I'll fill it in, then I'll duplicate it, make it smaller, and I'll make the selection, get rid of it, duplicate, delete. There you go, much better.
Do you have a theme for yours?
No, like I kind of just wanted to have like something sci-fi, because I usually do fantasy for whatever reason. So I was like, oh, let me just here's my excuse to do some sci-fi shit. Because normally I would draw a fucking castle, and I'm like, nah, not today, son.
Castles are sick.
Castles are sick too, but yeah, I definitely want to just have a little bit of a break from that, if at all possible. Actually, you know what? Let's duplicate this guy and make him smaller. Hey, I like that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with some Sparth vibes. Sure, I have no idea what the F any of this is, but we take those and we don't question it. So we don't do. What we're not gonna do is question things. Just go with it, bro. All right, not bad for the first kind of painting to get started today. But I do want to figure out the ground plan. That's going to be kind of cool. And I'm thinking already it's just going to be a huge thing of like water or something. That's what I'm going to go for. So let's lower the opacity here of the thing. Okay, cool. Okay, I want to see it a little bit more than 4%. Let's go. There we go. So we got that. That's cool. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Oh, you know what? I actually have some cheat codes for these. I have some cheat code ground planes, bro. You want to see the cheat code?
What does that mean?
Just for like ground plane texture, check this out. I have cheat codes, bro. I made these myself. Bruh. Hold up. It's custom. Yep, I got it. Bam. Oh shit. Let me fucking reverse that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. I have like the weirdest like cheat codes for like random like, so I want to make it seem like it's like some sci-fi ground, but maybe there's like shadows going over it or something. And I even have like I think I have this one, which is like a nighttime scene. It's supposed to be like a night like city nights at light. I mean city lights at night that you would put,
Okay.
you know, like if you're over something. So that could actually work too. I wonder if this would actually work better. Yeah, see that? Bam. What's up, Paul? Chad. What's his name? Pal to Chad.
Chattison.
Chattison. What's up, man? Yeah, I don't know. And then what I can do is I'll just erase upward, so it will give the illusion that there are like buildings, you know?
Buildings.
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Clever.
Clever as fuck. Ooh.
Somebody stop this, man.
Someone stop me. Stop me. What I need to do actually is yeah, so actually what I need to do next, put it on one more layer, right? Let's check this out. You put it on a layer like that, then with the other layer you get that piece, that value, you drag upward with the gradation tool. Ooh, damn. Just like that. Halo. And now I can just see if I can make some cool shapes like that.
Stop him.
Stop him. Stop it. Stop. So I think that's kind of cool, actually.
Power.
Yeah, y'all done messed up showing me some of these tools, man. When in doubt, actually it's one of my tropes too. Whenever I do like sci-fi cities, I love putting like that little highlight of like values underneath it. Like I'm all about that vibe, 100%. Like I love doing that kind of stuff. But this does require like a lot of layers though, which kind of sucks. What the hell? I don't want this one. So yeah, why not? Actually, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'll take that all back. I probably do know what I'm doing. I just need to like think about it more.
Finesse.
Yeah, I gotta finesse it more. I was feeling myself a little too hard there. I just need to put it more in perspective and stuff. So, by just putting in some of these like structures and stuff, I think it will be easier to kind of sell it. Or like, I don't know how big I want this. Like, how far is this? You know what? I'm gonna abandon this idea. It's a cool idea, but I kind of just want like the nice like the sexy shapes. Right now, I want sexy shapes, and these shapes aren't like too sexy. So I'm gonna go back to like the sexy shape vibe of just like a running river. Yeah, okay, cool. So maybe what I'll do is I'll like throw it in like this, and then yeah, so when in doubt, you know, the start is your friend. So I think I'm just gonna do that.
So, Steven.
Ayo.
What's good, Steven? Sorry, we're streaming, and hopefully you're okay with that. We're just hanging out on my stream.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah, but you're welcome to stay. Just yeah, just don't get canceled or anything. That's all I can say. Yeah. No promises. I get it. I'm about to say some controversial shit right now.
He's holding it in. He's got a Burger King hat on right now.
He comes in. He's like, "Bro, I got some stories to tell you," and you're like, "What?" The Burger King hat? Oh man. Talk about like ruining a good thing.
West African or something. What was he saying?
Yeah, that was a weird time for all of us, for all parties involved. Did I just delete the wrong thing? I did. Oh no. I deleted it. Shit. Well, I can just make it back up.
See what you do, Steven? You distract him.
Nah, that was before.
Starts to
Before he got here. Like, I think I just legitimately like I had a bot moment. I bought it out. I don't know how to fix
It's always
it.
bad when you're like looking for that layer and it just doesn't exist anymore, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I deleted it probably like at least like 3 hours ago, and did not realize it 100%. We're doing some black and white studies right now, and just trying to catch a vibe. Yeah, no Burger King hat moments unless you want it. All right, cool. This is fine. No Burger King hat moments. No Josh moments. Did you guys watch that? Did you guys watch that whole fight, the whole Panuno fight?
The Josh fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't watch it. I watched a channel called Internet Today, and they covered it.
Yeah, I love Internet Today. That's one of my favorite channels to watch for like anything news related.
All those guys.
Yeah, those guys are hilarious. Even my wife likes them. My wife like loves Internet Today. So she'll watch it with me when there's a new episode on.
That's why I know the references to both those.
Yeah, their overall takes on stuff is pretty funny. Like that one, they were talking about that one Disney guy that like is just super mad. He's just super mad that Disney like is like changing stuff that's like for a kids park, and they're just like, and he's just like not for it for whatever reason. It's just like, I get it, you're getting old, like, but relax.
Yeah, go do something else with your time. Like,
yeah, it's really weird when people say that. I've had some friends that were traveling during the pandemic that would like were going to like places that I was like, dude, what are you doing? They're like, well, we go here every year, and I'm like, bro, like, stop.
doesn't have to be this year, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be this year. Like, you know, they're like, but we go every year, and I'm like, okay, I get that, but like, do something else, like literally anything else, at home for 1 year. Relax. Like it's tradition though. And I'm just like, what? Like, That's not an excuse, man. So it's crazy. Just some people are just like in their own bubble of lives. They don't think about it. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw in some clouds on the top of this. That's gonna be a vibe for sure, 100%. I'm gonna do the cloud shadows, you know, random. That's also one of my favorite tropes.
The ground clouds, is that what that is?
Yeah, so like.
Oh no! I see the shadows of the clouds.
Yeah. Well, like I haven't done it yet, but you'll see what I mean. Like, I always love whenever you have like a vast landscape and there's like a lot of just kind of empty space. Sometimes you can't avoid it, like right, the composition or just like whatever's given to you. Like ground clouds are like my favorite thing to do. Actually. So yeah, so normally I'll just get like a soft brush, like a really soft brush, like so, and then I'll just do like the like that, you know, those soft little.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So that way it kind of seems like it's like this very like vast environment that because there's already the implication of clouds already on it. So then you kind of just do that and it's like, oh shit. But I do that later. Like once I get the shapes where I want it, then I'll do that. But yeah.
You streaming on a Behance stuff? Is that where this is?
Yeah, I'm on Behance. Shout outs to Behance for the sponsored streams.
You want to throw me the link?
What's up?
Okay, nice. You mind throwing me the link?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
He's on the front page. If you just go to Behance Live.
Oh, okay.
Am I on the front page? No way.
Oh, like the featured streams.
Krishan Ramdas, love from India. Shout outs to India. Send all your love to India because they be going through it right now. I hope you're safe, my guy, because I know India is getting freaking rocked by coronavirus right now. So I know a lot of people out there that are. Yeah, there's
I didn't know that.
Huge shortage right now of like oxygen. You know, so
What?
Well, oxygen tanks. You know what I mean, like. Right, like if you if you get COVID, right, it's only useful if you go to the hospital if they have the oxygen tank so you can breathe, right? So it's because you can't breathe, that's the issue, right?
Respirators.
Yes. So yeah, they have a huge shortage of that, and it's a new variant, and obviously India is just like a very very dense populated place, so their system right now is like at the brink. Their medical system, it's really really bad. Their numbers are pretty crazy. So I've been talking to a few of my friends in India, and it's like getting kind of crazy to the point where they even had they were even like banning. They even had Facebook like ban people that were being critical of the government, which is kind of crazy too. So the Indian government was like, "Yo, ban these people because they're like talking shit about us," and they're like, "Well, it's because y'all messing up."
That's typically not cool.
Yeah, but the problem is, I guess it's because Facebook, you know, they don't have any morals, but India is one of Facebook's like biggest like user base. It's India. So they don't want to upset the government because the government could easily just be like, all right, we're going to ban that here then. So they kind of like have no choice, but everyone's kind of hating on them. They're kind of like, dude, that's like a bitch move. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. We're very lucky to get vaccinated in general, man. Like I got vaccinated today. I was like, man, we're so fucking lucky, dude.
Well, do you watch? You ever watch Hasanabi? Clips of his?
Hasanabi? Is that what you said his name is?
Yeah, Hassan Abi.
Hassan Abi. Is it the guy that does like the Patriot thing?
No, that's different Hassan.
That's another. Okay, no, then I don't think I have seen this guy.
I'll send you if you like Internet Today, you'll probably like him as well. They are like homies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they're like mutual friends. Like the guys from Internet Today, their friend group is similar to his friend group. I don't know if they're like cool with each other, but they cover similar shit. Anyway, he was he has a clip where he was like shitting on one of Joe Rogan's recent videos that everyone's shitting on, where he was essentially like saying you shouldn't get vaccinated, and like saying that he's not gonna vaccinate his kids, and all this shit.
That's so
It's like,
stupid.
dude, you have like one of the biggest platforms, you're the biggest Spotify podcast, and you're spreading shit like this. People have been banned for less. Like, what's going on?
I mean, I have friends that are like engineers. People are like relatively smart for all intents and purposes, and they're like, I don't know, man. Like, it just came out too fast, and I'm like, that's not even how it works. Oh my god. I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, and it's people that like know Jacqueline too, and I'm just like, you know that like if you ever had a question, you could go ask Jacqueline, and you purposely don't do it. Like, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have the knowledge there to like read up on it, but instead you're gonna like listen to like your aunt.
Facebook.
And
Or
like,
some
I tell my
honest
friends
people.
too. I was like, dude, if I had like an engineering question on how to build a bridge, like I would go ask you about it. Like, I wouldn't go like look it up on the internet and then pretend like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I would go ask you. And I'm like, and I would hope that if you had like an environment art question about painting fucking clouds, like you would, you know what I mean? Like, you would ask me, right? Like, you would be like, yo, Kaylin, I got a question about painting clouds. And I'd be like, bro, I got you. But like, if I had a Blender question, I would know who I go to. But I have some friends, man, that are kind of crazy about that stuff, and it's definitely worrisome. But I mean, I hope they get the vaccine and they get it figured out, man, because it's no joke out there, dude. It is no joke. But I thought I'd be feeling it, and I'm not. I'm not feeling it. Knock on wood again.
Yeah, I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, I don't want to miss out on like training and stuff like that, to be honest. Or like miss out on working out. I've been like pretty good about like working out and stuff, and I feel like all that stuff would be good. Oh, apologize for the language earlier. I know I'm supposed to kind of refrain from the language. Steven Larson, what's good? I know you found it. Good job, man.
Oh, they commented on language.
No, but I know it's like part of the contract, and I always forget. And I'm like, eventually they're gonna. I don't think they watch my streams, but eventually someone's gonna watch it, and they're gonna find that one part where I'm just like cussing up a storm, and they're gonna be like. Plus, remember too, like the audio transcripts happen too. You know, like you get the audio transcripts. Sure. So I'm sure they probably have something that's probably gonna show up. It's just me, just cussing, talking about like vaccines, like all just like hot topics they probably want to avoid. Every possible thing, so they probably like shut up and paint, you know. So
but then they see the viewers are like out the wazoo, and they're like, oh.
I mean, I have had a healthy growth on this platform for the most part. I don't know if anyone else is pulling the numbers. I'm sure people are pulling way better numbers than I, but I'm pretty sure I have like a pretty healthy number. Like, I feel like whenever I am live, like I'm front paging it, and people are engaging. So I don't know. But I mean, if they keep offering me a contract, I gotta be doing something right, I would assume. Unless they're like, nah, you trash. And get out of here. So we'll see. Regardless, I am thankful for the platform. You know, not everyone gets a platform to just do what they want. So, like we say in Smash Brothers, we take those.
How'd that even happen? Like, where they just reach out?
Yeah, they just reached out one day and just said like, I think they might have found me like streaming before, you know. So I think people had found me through like through Facebook or whatever, you know, and they were just like, yo, like I like your stream, I like your vibe, like would you consider? They're trying to build the Behance platform, you know, because it has like all the kind of art and different programs, stuff like that. So they kind of want to make it like the Twitch, but like just strictly for art, you know. So I think that's like their goal.
I actually got a few questions about that.
What's up? Yeah, shoot it. What's good, man?
So like, yeah, I've been kind of like bouncing around like streaming. Like I've tried out the YouTube, I've tried out Twitch. I have yet to try out Behance. Can you vouch?
I mean, you should try it. I mean,
What do you got on
I mean, have you been around the website at all? Have you seen like the live, the section and stuff like that?
Yeah. I mean, I check out the
Yeah.
your
So
stream and figure out.
I mean, that's kind of the one cool part about it is that it's like all based on like programs. So that's kind of the one thing I like about it is like if I actually want to watch something myself, um, I can find something based on the program that I'm using. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what's nice. Oh, I didn't even add the tool actually. Whoops. I forgot to add the tool like on my actual stream. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I like it just because of the fact that you can kind of like look at they have scheduled streams from like professionals, but I like the whole like using like sometimes I want to learn about like Adobe Illustrator or like like XD for UI and like motion graphic stuff. So sometimes I kind of pop in to watch see what people are doing and see if I can pick up things. So that's always nice.
Streams?
What's up?
Do they have Substance Painter streams?
I don't know. Is that an Adobe thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure maybe they do. I'm not seeing it though. But yeah, so that's like the one thing that I like is that you can find like stuff that's related to that. In terms of the platform, it gets kind of laggy a little bit sometimes because it's still kind of new. But what is really cool about it though is I feel like it's more beneficial for artists because of like the tool timeline is integrated into it. So to give you an example, if I go to like my Behance profile, right, and we go to let's see, this one where I was painting the caves or something. I go to one of my old streams. What's really cool is that if you activate the tool timeline, it literally tells you every tool I'm using as I go through it. Like if you can read that, it literally shows like I use the channels, I use the transform layer, I control V, I use like it literally shows like, and if I chose a color, it will show the exact color I chose. Like it's
Crazy.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So like if you're ever watching me paint something and then you're like, hey, what value did he choose? Or what brush did he choose? You can actually know what brush I chose. If I give you the brush set, it lets you know everything. Like it's pretty crazy. Like how intuitive it is. And then what's even crazy too is that it even actually transcribes everything. Like it transcribes everything that I say. That's why I was saying like I shouldn't cuss, because it actually transcribes it. It's not all accurate, but like it transcribes everything too. So you could literally follow along and like I don't know, like do it with me if you wanted to. Like so that's kind of nice. Like that information is really cool. And then you can like watch the video later. So in terms of like the smaller features, I think it's definitely more beneficial for an artist. It just needs more like just more eyes on it, you know, because it's not Twitch at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like I don't think you're gonna get super famous on this platform, but you will connect with more just more artists, more like.
Well, that's the same thing with Twitch and art. I mean, people build their following and it's relatively small, but it could be strong.
Yeah. So I like it. I'm not sure if I mean I would probably just do both. And so that's the cool thing with Streamlabs is that it doesn't really matter like which one you choose. With Streamlabs you can do it all simultaneously anyway. You know what I mean? So if you use Streamlabs, then you can stream to your Behance, to your Twitch, to your YouTube all at the same time, and then you kind of just let that just run its course, you know? So then it won't matter. Like you're not choosing one over the other. It's like why not like just use all of them? Okay. Wait, what the hell am I doing?
Excuse me.
It's all good. You know what? I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna think about this. Like I had an idea and then I don't know what I'm doing anymore. We'll just put some mass here and then we'll figure it out. See, we got 2 done. Wow, it's already 8:45. Frick. Like I thought I would have like more done by this, but I don't. And yeah. I thought I would be killing it right now, and I'm totally not. But it is what it is. I'll take a water. Who's texting me? Oh, my soccer friend. Julia. Gotcha. Sorry. 1 second, guys. It's at Marlin Park, Redwood City. It's a turf field. Fridays and Wednesdays won't happen until June. For now, it's Monday and Thursday. You should try to this Thursday and check it out. We're slowly getting back to soccer stuff, guys, you know? So it's the
Boys.
yeah. That's what I think that's probably what I'm most excited about is I was reading some of the CDC stuff and they're like, yo, you know, you don't have to wear a mask if you have this and you're playing the sport and whatever. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, dude, in 3 weeks? I'm probably still gonna wear one because just my wife probably won't let me, but it's cool to think about.
Have you thought of getting like one of them like fancy ass masks? Like that Razer one?
Oh yeah, hell no, dude. I don't think I can pull it off. I'm not like Daft Punk enough for that.
I mean, you had some tech wear when I saw you at Lightbox.
Not real. Well, that's like more like work tech more work tech wear. There's still like a functionality to that. Like I wear that stuff all the time, but it's because like I'm working out, like I'm walking my dog, like I'm carrying shit in it, so that like makes sense. But like a full on tech mask, like who am I? Like what am I doing? Like
fuck that, dude. I
you
don't care. I'd have that.
I mean, you can definitely have it. I just look at myself and I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, like a tech mask.
I'd get that thought, and then I'd say I spent too much damn money to not use it.
I mean, like, there'd have to be a really good reason to like just be like stunning with that thing. I'm just like, who am I flexing on right now? Like, a regular cloth mask would work. It has like Bluetooth, like, you know. I'm like, what?
Okay, some of that shit's not necessary, but like,
yeah, like if I show up to that, like, if I show up to the field wearing that, like, and not even to be racist, but like most of the people that play with me, like on the field, are all Latinos. They're all like older Latino guys. They're all just gonna clown me. They're all just gonna be like, Orle Holmes, like, what the hell is that? Like, that's what they're gonna tell me. They're like, and they call me like, and they're like low key racist because they call me Umtiti, which is like this African player who they say I look like him, but I don't. So I'm like, it's racist.
Just because you're black.
Yeah, so they go like, they just go, hey, Umtiti. And I'm like, I don't look like this guy. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, Umtiti. And I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. So like, they're gonna be like, hey, they're gonna be like, hey, Umtiti, hey guys, check out what Umtiti's wearing, bro. I'll be like, I don't need any more attention on myself than need be.
Okay,
you know?
I get the vibe.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, if I even if I wore it like around my neighborhood, like I feel like they'd be like, what are you doing? Like I would be on someone's TikTok and they'd be like, yo, look at this clown, like wearing this tech thing, and I'd be like, y'all just hating. I would wear it as a joke, maybe in a club, like, and just like for Halloween or something. Like, I don't know, but it does look cool. If they had like a sports version of it, like that makes it like easier to breathe, I would low key be down for it. Like, I just don't know. It's like there are certain things like I can't pull off, and I just feel like that's one of them. I can pull off snapbacks, I can pull off a fedora, like, you know, but that, yeah, it's a risk situation. There are things I can pull off.
You see it like there's a lane.
It's definitely a lane. It's a lane, and I'm just not sure. I'm just not confident. I'm not 100%. I'd have to be like having like a shitload of followers, you know, like that kind of like confidence where I'm like, I need like AJ followers confidence, where like I can't walk a few feet with people not knowing my name. Then like if I got that far, I would entertain it. I'd be like, I'm gonna wear this freaking thing at Lightbox and just be like, check me out, dude. It's like some Android Jones level like confidence that I'm just not quite there yet. Then again, like I've never been like a hype. It also seems like kind of like a hype beast thing too. If I'm being perfectly honest, and that's just not my style. Like
So my justification and logic is that I'm completely down to just keep wearing a mask in most situations. And so if that's my mindset moving forward, then I would be nice to like treat myself to a nice mask with features that I would use all the time.
Yeah, like
and I wouldn't turn on the RGB and shit. Like I'm not trying to.
Yeah, if you turn on the RGB, I would make fun of you.
No, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. But like it would be nice. It'd be like a nice mask. You know what I'm saying? Also, I don't know. Actually, I might hesitate if they ship it and they don't give me an option to have like that face mouth bit like blacked out. Cause I don't want motherfuckers seeing my mouth. Like, I don't need that.
Yeah, I think I like the idea. So don't get me wrong. I like the idea, but yeah, I think there just needs to be like a less like hype beast version where it seems like, okay, I'm only getting it to look cool, like kind of thing. If they give me like a more like just like a chill version, like a professional version that I could wear maybe doing sports or while like, you know, out at the grocery store or something like that, then yeah, I would totally do it. But for right now, because like their main selling point isn't like the functionality, it's like, check out, we have Bluetooth headset. You're like, okay, like that's not like the most important thing about a mask. So I just don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Where I could get that. I feel like if my wife like looks at me like stupidly, then like, and I know it's not gonna work. Like if I just show up wearing it, she would just be like, "What are you doing?" And I'd be like, "Don't hate. You know you want this." So yeah, I'm definitely in that mode. Especially too, if I was like still like working in the city and using like public transit, I 100% would get one of those like nice ones. But even the masks that I have now are actually really nice. Like I use the ARSV ones, like that kind of expensive like workout ones. So the ones I use are pretty like pricey, and they're like really really nice masks that are like obviously machine washable and whatever, and they fit really well, and they're the best ones that I can wear for working out to this day. So, but they are pricey, so I'm already like, I feel like I'm already using like high end stuff anyway.
I got you. Yeah.
So, but I wouldn't mind having one that's like a plastic kind of situation, you know? It's like just super nice, like kind of plastic stuff. I'd be down for that, 100%.
Yeah, it's like better fit. It looks like an accessory to your outfit. It has a cleaning mechanism or whatever. Like instead of charging it. I guess with the Razer one, you are charging it for those fucking RGBs, but
you're just vaping inside of it, just making it worse. Like what?
I like that they advertise that like there's a case or whatever, and it uses like UV lights or whatever to sanitize it. So whenever you would know, like every time I pick this thing up, it's sanitized.
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty
cool to me.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's definitely some good functionalities within those. Yeah, they just need to figure out like what their lane is for sure.
Oh, you know what? Okay, different topic. It's just like, I don't know. I was thinking about this and I was like, okay, COVID's like coming to an end, and now they're finally making this mask. So it's kind of like a company missing the window a little bit, and it reminded me of Nintendo because recently they just added online to Mario Party. That's in the news right now.
They just added online
They've
to
never
what?
updated that game. Their game Mario Party.
Yeah, what about it?
There's never been an update for Mario Party since they put it out on the Switch. If you complain, there's only 4 maps, blah blah blah, and it has no online, and they just added it like today.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that like when Fall Guys came out and became popular, they weren't like, isn't this like what we already do? Like, but Nintendo isn't very smart like when it comes to like customer satisfaction anyway. So like, Like they don't
Yeah.
care. They're like
Yeah,
Smash
yeah,
community,
damn,
whatever, bro. Like they don't they definitely they kind of just tell you what's gonna be cool and you just have to accept it. You're like, you want a new Mario game that's like Mario Sports 9? You're like, not really. They're like, well, you're gonna get it anyway. Like, you want a new Zelda? You're like, not really. They're like, we're not making new IPs out here. We're just gonna remake stuff all the time. So
Yeah.
which is actually up their lane. I'm like, why wouldn't you do that? Like, y'all about the remakes anyway. Like, it's not a new IP. Like, y'all can just make this and then people would probably buy it. But yeah, it's way too late.
Anyway.
Yeah. And they're even like bad about making
care.
like certain remakes. Like, isn't like Wind Waker not on the Switch yet? Still to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I
even the
love Wind
things that people want, they're like, nah. we're good.
I'd probably buy Wind Waker. I love that game.
Yeah, I'm saying like all the games. It seems like when people talk about Switch, because I have one, but I don't use it very often, or ever for that matter. But like it always just seems like people are just like complaining that like all the titles that people are making remakes of, they don't have them. They're just like they just choose not to for whatever reason. So I'm just like I guess. Yet they own the titles and it's probably pretty easy to do, and they're just like, yeah, whatever. So I don't know like what their goal is, but they definitely don't care, which is fine. I mean, everyone's gonna play their games anyway, whatever they do give. They're people, Nintendo fanboys are like hardcore.
Yeah, my Switch is a Smash Bros. Machine.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Mine's at my office, and I haven't been to my office in like a year and a half. It's at my desk. It's probably not even there anymore. I bet you someone probably stole it, like legit, like stole it from the desk. And if they did, I wouldn't blame them. I'd be like, I get it, it's a pandemic. It's probably desperation. But yeah, if I do get it back and it's there, I'll definitely like look at some games or something.
Yeah, all I've cared about is Smash Bros. And Apex Legends.
Yeah, Apex is getting good now, in terms of like just the overall player base, what they're adding into the game. That's what kind of makes me mad about COD. Is like COD. It took COD so long to make a new map, and it's not even a new map.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. So you're bringing up a pain point for me. I was loving their Battle Royale when that shit came out. Sorry, excuse me. That stuff came out. And when they finally added that new map, I've been waiting. I was like, oh man, like this game just needs like a new map to make it fresh again and all this. And it was like the same gross like brown and green map that I've been playing on forever.
Yeah, but it's 10
not-
years.
doesn't
It's
feel
10
right.
years in the past, and then like the places that I land, I was like, let's see what they changed about it, and like they just added some flags and put an extra crate. I was like, wow, some environment artists really got paid to just like put an extra crate and some flags like in here, and they've been doing this for how long? Like, come on now. And I was just like, and it's funny because my friends they refuse to play Apex, and I'm like, bro, I was like, when we play Apex, like, keep in mind it's a smaller team, less budget, and they have like 3 legit maps that are completely different. Like they are different freaking worlds. I was like,
Yeah, very different.
I was like,
Well, now we're getting a remake or new maps, right?
now we're getting a what?
What'd you say, Steven?
I was just saying, the funny thing about Apex is it wasn't even supposed to be a thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, what did you say? What did you say? It wasn't supposed to be a thing.
Apex.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Like they were working on the next Titanfall, right?
They were going to Titanfall, yeah, and they pivoted at the last minute, yeah. In fact, we should get Jason Hill in here. Have we got Jason Hill in here to talk?
I don't think we have. I think we just got Joe.
Okay, Jason Hill is the one that designed Wraith, and he's like a good friend of mine. We went to school together, and I've been on his podcast, but I don't think he's been on mine. We should probably get him sometime. Ironically, he left the company right before the game came out because he said it wasn't fun. When he was playing it, he was like, "I don't think it's gonna do well," so he left, and then, well, here we are. But he's like, "Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
But yeah, because like he wanted to work on Titanfall, and then it all kind of like changed up, and he was like, I don't know if this is a good idea. So I guess while working on it, he was like, I have no clue if this is gonna work. And then I guess he didn't feel too comfortable about it. But yeah, I was like, bro, I was like, y'all pay all this money for COD. They have all these problems. You still deal with cheaters. So like on the first opening day of the new map, someone found a glitch to like hide underneath the ground, and we were getting killed in the final circle by a guy underneath the map, just shooting us.
That's so whack.
And I was like, bro, I'm like, this is like literally the day one, and I'm like, I still have yet to have like, I only came across one cheater in Apex probably in my entire life of playing that game, and I'm just like,
You're playing ranked too, right? Because I feel like aren't the cheaters in ranked?
what's up?
Aren't the cheaters more in ranked than on pubs?
No, you'll find them. You'll find them anywhere if they're gonna be somewhere. And ranked, you'll definitely get in trouble because people in ranked are like super sweaty. Versus like if you do it in pubs, you may die and you're like, oh, it's just crazy. But in ranked, like you're playing against people that like really know the game, so you probably want to do it in pubs more so than ranked, if you're gonna cheat. But yeah, like people were kind of just like, yo, like what the f. And yeah, I haven't had like any cheaters like ever when I play Apex. I've never had a problem with it, and it's like kind of annoying. And then again, like they nerf things right away, they fix things pretty much right away. Again, smaller team. I'm just like, bro, like how do we not, like how are we still here not fixing these issues? And then COD, like, it's just ridiculous. It's like ridiculous. And then like, but yeah, they refuse to play it. But I know why. It's because they suck at shooters, and COD makes them think they're good at games, but they're not. So that's the other issue. But we can't talk about that because they'll get mad.
the honesty. Straightforward, dude.
Well, it's just like let's be honest, like you don't like Apex because you're getting clapped because like it's really gun scale and everything takes longer to kill. So like if you like in COD, you can be crappy, but you can find a really good gun and just hide out and you'll be fine.
Or you can get the first shot. Like the other player could be better than you, but you landed the shot first because you saw them, they didn't see you. And like so there's no like there's no like starting a fight. Apex, my experience so far, you start a fight, ignoring third party. You start a fight, most likely you're not gonna one beam or like beam somebody and down them right away. And even if you do, they have teammates that now you have to deal with. And they're gonna like, react. They're gonna be able to get a heal off. And now you're in an even fight, depending on positioning.
Yeah. So unless you play with like really good people, you're not gonna down someone with one clip. Unless you're playing with my guy Pulse, who's like really really good, and he'll down someone with one clip. And we're like, all right, it's 3v2, full send. But it requires a lot more gun skill. The movement, it's a lot more fast paced. It's not ratty. Like it doesn't reward being ratty, right? In the sense that like you can't hide. Like if you hide forever in Apex and get to the last ring, you're gonna die because you don't have any armor, you don't have any good weapons, right? Versus like in COD, you can just get your loadout. You get a free loadout, and then you can just have everything you want, and you can just chill, and you hope that you can find someone that you can like just kill and take their stuff. And then if the ring is like in your favor, then like you're gonna win. Where the ring isn't really a big deal in Apex like at all, unless you're playing like ranked. So yeah, like it's much more ratty, and because of that, like my friends when they play, they just hide in the hills all day long, and they kind of just like come down slowly and snipe people. And then obviously when it comes to like it's all crazy, they're like they can't do anything and they just get clapped immediately. They can't handle the pressure, you know what I mean? So that's why they don't like Apex, because they're like, dude, I don't like this game. And I'm like, dude, because it's too fast paced.
Apex is like all pressure.
Yeah, so they don't do well in pressure situations where there's like 5 different things going on. They can't do it. So like when I play COD, I'm just like chilling. I'm like, bro, this is easy. But yeah, Apex requires way more skill, and because they don't want to try that hard, they want to just like fly in a helicopter and just do dumb things, which is totally fine. But COD makes you like really complacent, like with your gun skill. Like I'll play Apex and I'll play COD and I'll just be clapping people like the entire time. Like, COD I can go through and I'll get like 9 kills, like all this damage. But in Apex, like you can't. I'm lucky if I get that. Like I have to really be concentrating. I can casually do that in COD and just chill out. So I wish they would play it, but I think too it's hard. I think it's hard too because there's a meta in terms of team synergy because of the legends. You know, that's like a hard part too.
Well, yeah, you pointed that out to me. Made me change what I picked.
Yeah, you're picking like weird things. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? It's like that's not gonna work.
They're cool characters, you know.
Yeah, So like that's the thing too. It's like you pick cool characters, but then like as a person that was like doing like hardcore ranked for a good while, like synergy is so important. So like if you don't have the right synergy, then it's like it doesn't matter how good you are, like you're gonna lose out to kind of like good strategy. And so that sucks too, right? Because you're like, I don't want to lose to that. And so yeah, like, and then on top of that too, you have to know everyone's abilities and how they work in the meta. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know like what counters a caustic and what counters like a bloodhound. You know what I mean? Like, you don't worry about that. In COD, it's all about just like getting your loadout. Where this, you have to worry about your guns and you have to worry about like your overall abilities and like how they work. You know? Like when people like, do people use their abilities at the right time? Do they queue at the right time? It's like there's so many things that people don't that you have to consider. So it's like an overall just more complicated game too, a little bit. Like some people will be like, "Oh, I can play Lifeline." I'm like, "No, you can't." Like, what'd you say, Mike?
Oh, I like that the skill ceiling is higher.
Yeah, the skill ceiling is definitely higher.
My number one thing is I prefer games that if I get shot in the back and I am smart about my movement, I can react and like still be able to win a fight. I hate when you start getting shot and before you can like turn around to do anything about it, you're dead.
Oh yeah, that's why that's
Call of Duty really bummed me out on that.
Yeah, you'll get rioted out by people hiding in a corner. Like you're just playing and you're flowing, and then some guys in the corner, and then they're just like, "Well,
dark corner McDougal's."
Yeah, they use the rose skin, and they just sit in the corner. I'm just like, I hate you. So yeah, I mean, it really depends. So yeah, I go through phases where like I want to like play a hardcore game and like sweat, and there's games where I'm like, you know what, I just want to chill in COD and just like not do it, not have to try and think, and just like get to the final five, and it's like completely luck on who has like the ring advantage. So I get it. It's definitely like a hard life. Some people want to have fun, but I'm just like, let's just play Fall Guys then, you know?
Let's just play Fall Guys.
It's a battle royale, bro. Like, is it not? Like,
I mean, yeah, it is.
So I'm like, if we don't want to try, then like let's just do that. Like if we're really trying to have fun. What I don't get is people like yelling at me. People yell at me, dude. I have some of the funniest clips of people just raging at me.
Not on your team?
Oh no, when I kill someone, you can hear what they're saying.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, I get people that I'm like, you sound like a grown man. Like, why are you raging? Like, why would you ever get this mad over a game? But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to playing some. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out Valkyrie. She looks really fun.
Yeah, she does. I'm interested in the buffs and nerfs though. I definitely am starting to feel the frustration of playing against Horizons.
Yeah, it's definitely an unfair advantage that she can have like perfect aim while just like chilling up there. And I'm just like, what? And then like you can't hit her, and you're just like, I hit it here. You have to deal with that, and then getting pulled into like he's getting pulled into like an alt, and you're just like, what? I'm like, oh man, this sucks. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty good. They're pretty good at keeping things balanced, where it's not like too overpowered for the most part. So. Oh, wrong cup. Alrighty. Okay. I got 3 done in the hour. That's not too bad. Alright, that could have been worse. Why not? Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take 3. And then we'll work on this this little thing right here. Did what's his face leave? Oh, he left already. I didn't even realize he left.
Yeah, I literally just went to check. Yeah.
That's all.
Went to bed.
He went to bed. He went to bed kind of early.
Nah, he's on the East Coast.
Oh, he is. Or in the East Coast.
Yeah. Maryland, I think.
Oh, damn. Chocolate City.
I only remember because it's where Logic's always says he's from.
Logic's from Maryland, really?
Yeah.
You know what? I should probably know that, considering I'm like a Logic fan, but I don't know why I didn't know that. I just know that he's biracial, you know?
Oh, you can't forget that.
Yeah, I can't forget that. Though it's funny that like he doesn't really talk about it as much, but then people now just never let him live that down, and it's kind of funny. That's like his thing.
Did you know Logic was biracial?
Yeah, you know a lot of biracial, dude. It's like good times. It's a hard life for them biracial kids, man. It's a hard life.
Kaylin, did you know I'm biracial?
I mean, I would have guessed. I didn't know, dude. I didn't know. You remind me in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm biracial.
I'm biracial, bro. I'm biracial. So I tell the ladies, I'm like, Jax, you know I'm biracial, right? She's like, what? I'm like, that's dope, right? She's like, that's hot. I'm light skinned. I'm high yellow. I was in the house. I wasn't in the fields.
Oh god.
Don't worry, no one's gonna get that reference unless they're like black people in this chat. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I explained that to Jacqueline one day because I kept using the term high yellow. I was like calling someone in my family a high yellow as like a jokingly, and then she like pulled me aside. She's like, "Keelan, what's high yellow?" And I was like, "Oh, never mind." So it was a joke. I was like, "Oh yeah, you gotta learn all these like black terms now that you're like with a black dude."
Yeah. You gotta get the references.
Yeah, you gotta get all these like random references. Reference I. But yeah, these are good times. Alright, I'm throwing some move all this out the way. I can probably find some better reference. Oh, what was I looking up here? Oh, Bastion Groove that? Yeah, this is dope. Some old Into the Spider-Verse concept art. That's dope. But not what I need. Alright. References. So yeah, I saved this one out. Maybe I'll work on it the next time. But ironically, what I'm going to have to start painting now is caves. A lot of caves.
Alright, go back to the cave.
Well, I just started that whole book thing that I got to do. That book deal that I did with Scholastic. And so I have sketches that are due. So I got to like finish those up. So I probably got to take a break from some of my current freelance just so I can finish that. But it shouldn't take that long though. I don't think, if I had to guess. It should be pretty straightforward. And luckily, I feel like with my 3D knowledge, I can definitely kind of like kit bash some things in 3D to speed up the process without like hurting the quality. So yeah. I think I have ways to kind of expedite the process and make it nice. And might as well just work on some of that stuff like here, like just two birds with one stone. That's what I'm thinking of doing. That's what I should do. It's just like work on a couple of paintings while I'm here. But yeah, I just gotta get the sketches done, And luckily the style is like they're letting me do like my painterly style with it, so it doesn't have to be like fully rendered. So that's like kind of a nice thing too. So yeah, it's like a lot of things, man. It's like I mean, it's good to be busy, I guess, right? It's like I really shouldn't complain. Taking away of my. Oh, you know what I'm gonna send you right now? I'm gonna send you something fucking hilarious. Hold on. Where is this? Okay, here we go. Speaking of TikToks, Michael. Do I not? Oh, Mike Ty $. There you are.
Oh my, no way.
It's in my phone. Don't worry about it.
Why, dude?
Because I have a lot of Michaels in my phone. Like I know a lot of Michaels, so like that's the only way. Like,
I got a last name. What the?
yeah, but then like, you know what I mean? Like if I see like the Ty $, it stands out. It stands out a lot. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute and I'll check this out.
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds long. It'll be funny.
The music fits that so good. I love that audio. People have done a lot of fun stuff with that.
Yeah, it's always like Tyler Perry ending movies. It's like how movies end like Tyler Perry movies ending. Yeah, they freeze frame. There's like that one fat black guy that does it of all the different characters, and it's like he lost his life to gang violence or whatever. It's always like some random like one passed away from like in the hospital, like whatever. It's I love that vibe. Whoever figured out that meme, it's like it's so good. But yeah, that happens to me all the time in Apex. I can never leave. I can never leave after like I win. Like I have to be like, hey, I'm leaving after this one. And I'm like, all right, I'm leaving after this one. Then I'll be like, hey, I'm leaving. They're like, no, you can't leave. You can't leave like that. And I'm like, bruh, come on now.
You're like, you're right.
Yeah. You're right. And then it's like 1:30 a.m. and I'm like, god damn it. Just like why do I do this to myself?
I don't know. The endorphins of like beating a team. I'm trying to keep my language. Is just so addicting. You know, when you just outplay them, or like you pull off like a 1v3 because the boys are down. Oh, so sick.
Yeah, I had one of those like yesterday. And that's actually when I left early. I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna leave early, and like and I was just like, and they're like, no, you can't leave early, and I was like, oh, I'm going home, dude. Like, let me go home. Like I had one of those today, and it was like, and I was just clapping people, like casually clapping people. I wasn't even trying. And then they're like, you can't leave like that. What are you doing? And I'm like, come on, man. I'm only gonna play for like this one time in the week, you know.
You're like being held hostage at this point.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I'm going, you know. But then Jacqueline's looking at me a certain way. She's like, are you coming to bed? And I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, I gotta go, guys.
Struggles of when the boys need you.
I mean, they gotta just tell them like, get good, man. Come on now. But yeah, I was definitely clapping yesterday. It was good. Let me see. So if it's, you know, I'm down to do these streams a little bit earlier too, if you think it's better for you, for like your time frame. Like, if you don't like going into the night, so just let me know. Because my Tuesdays.
I mean, I've just been going on your schedule.
Yeah.
Earlier would be better for me, but I'll do whatever
yeah.
I need to do.
Well, it's actually like to the point where I'm thinking, like before I was like, oh, like it's better just to go like as late as possible. But then now that I am doing it late as possible, I'm like, you know, it might be nice just to get out of the way, so then I still have like an evening to myself to do things. Because what kind of sucks is like after I'm done, then I don't really have a chance to do anything else. Like if I want to ride my bike or work out or something like that, because I work like well into the night beforehand, or well into the morning into the dinner time. I think what normally happens is I finish my work, and I take like kind of like 2 hours off or an hour and a half off to kind of just chill, and then I stream, and I'm wondering if I should just go ham the entire time so that way I can still rest, you know. So I'm thinking about changing the time up. I wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Hold on. Check out this video you sent me. My thoughts are that like earlier would be better for me if I was able to make a choice. Is this a win that you got?
Yeah, I got it yesterday. I was clapping this dude. Hit him with the jump shot, no scope with the M16.
Oh damn. Clapped him. Yeah, earlier would be better for me.
Okay. Well, then we'll...
Just because like I am up doing like art all day, and like my energy levels are higher in the afternoon, or like a couple hours from now, earlier from now.
Yeah.
And then for the same reason that you are, like, we end at like 10, and at 10, all the homies are asleep. There's not much going on in SP. You know, I could keep working on my art, but then I'm working on it into the night when I've been working out all day already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. There's not a lot left to do. I could play games. Like, sometimes I'll play Apex if some homies want to play, but yeah, I don't know.
No, I agree.
It's mostly just me being tired. Like, it's hard to... even if, like, that's not the case, like, being... I don't have to be, like, super entertaining on your stream, but it would be nice to, like, have a little bit higher energy levels so that I can even attempt to, like, have a little more enthusiasm for the people.
No. That's 100%. Yeah, so I'm thinking, like... so I'm probably going to go, like, an hour and a half today, I think. Just to kind of chill out, because I am kind of busy this week. But, I think I may have to just edit some of my my stuff, and I would like to start earlier. I think it's just overall a better idea. To the point where, like, if I do it even earlier, I might even be able to do like soccer stuff, like possibly for myself, because they like some of my homies like do have like soccer things like on Tuesdays, you know. But I'm always like, yo, I'm streaming like hella early, like I'm streaming too late, like I can't make it, you know. And so I think there's more things are kind of arising that I'm like, it's probably I think in the very beginning it was perfect timing given my schedule, and I think now I'm like, yeah, like I'm thinking like, yeah, I could definitely be smarter with my time. So I'm glad you are on the same page. I'm glad you're thinking it.
Yeah, man, you're the boss. I do what you want.
Well, that's what I
I'll
want.
have like feedback here and there, but you asked me to show up. I'll make sure I show up, make time.
I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm glad you're on the same page. Because, yeah, that's what I'm probably going to end up doing. I'll just have to change up some of the socials, like some of the banner stuff, and then we're good. We're Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it really matters, too, because I don't think we have any, like, regulars really yet anyway, so that's why I'm thinking, like, it's a good idea before if I even get to that point. But I might as well do it now before I get like regulars, or if I ever do.
Yeah.
So that's
and besides all that, if you have time at some point, I'd appreciate it if I could ask you some art questions about my strategy for jobs and portfolio and whatnot, because I have 3 months to, you know, make a difference. So
yeah,
I would love to hear some things.
Yeah, after we'll end in 5 minutes. After that, I can hang by for a bit and talk to you real quick.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be very helpful.
Yes, sir. You know who I haven't talked to in a minute is AJ. I need to reach out to him. I know but I'm kind of letting him. I'm kind of letting him chill because he just had his kid. So
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't need to reach out. I'm sure everyone and their mom is probably calling him all the time, like asking about the kid. So I'm like, I'll just leave him alone.
Yeah. All I know is he said he's planning to move in August.
Oh really?
Yeah.
To Texas?
But I think he said like Argentina or something.
Nicaragua. Yeah.
Nicaragua. Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see.
Yeah, I guess I probably won't see him then for a good while. I'd like to be able to go see Delilah before that happens, but I don't know.
You should talk to him and make some plans then.
Yeah, I probably maybe will find some time to drive out there and just hang out with her before she leaves, because that would be. And I mean that's an excuse for me to go to Nicaragua, you know. Me and Jacqueline can go, just take a vacation.
Yeah, you'd have somewhere to stay.
Yeah. I'd probably still get a hotel though. I'm like, I want to stay in some nice, like super nice Nicaraguan hotel and freaking ball out. But yeah, I would definitely go see them. That would be really fun. I know he talked about it, but I didn't know if that was like serious or not. But silly me for assuming otherwise.
Well, that's why I don't know, because he has talked about it for a couple years, doing something like that. But we'll see. I always think assume that they will.
Yeah, I assume they will. I don't know if it's during the pandemic though or not though. That's what I would assume. I imagine they might hold off on that a little bit, but I could be wrong. So yeah, I'll have to catch up with them and find out what's good before that happens. Talk about crazy life moves, you know. I'm one of those people where I'm like, different state, maybe. Different country, I don't know. Though I do want to retire in San Sebastian, Spain one day. Like, that is a vibe. That is a goal. But I don't know. I don't know if I would leave a country like that with kids. I mean, it's like it's a whole other situation, right?
True, yeah.
So, yeah.
See our friends in school and all that. Though, I think they've been learning online lately, right? So probably like a time to make a choice like that now is best, because a lot of those friendships are probably like toned down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a good time to do it, if any. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's definitely a risk involved, but you know, you're hoping that. I personally wouldn't move until after the pandemic is cleared. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to move into a situation and it's a crazy ass pandemic. You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing that I would probably wait on. But I'm sure they're smart enough where they've figured it out. Okay, so cool. We are going to call it here. We have worked on this thing for way too long. I do need to finish stuff on the side at some point in time. Probably, I'll probably just do it on the weekend. But I mean, I have things I got to take care of. But this is almost done for all intents and purposes. I almost have it to where I want it to be. I just need to get the lighting in between the layers and stuff like that. But it's looking nice. And then, yeah. And then this one, we can finish this up over the week as well. Though we'll probably kind of bring this more towards cave things, I think. We'll probably gear it more towards the cave stuff. And then I'm thinking about maybe just lowering... So also my other option, too, is starting earlier and then just lowering the time. So instead of 2 hours, which is kind of hard for me, I'm like, what if I just do like an hour and then I do another hour another day and just chill, you know? So I'm also
that works too.
I think that might be the option too, is go a little bit earlier and split it. Because 2 hours like of my time is like kind of a lot. Like, I don't think I ever do things in that span forever except for like soccer. So I work in these kind of short spurts, so we'll figure it out. But anyways, thanks for everyone that rolled through. I really appreciate it. Edvard, the Japanese name that we couldn't figure out what it was, and the obviously Steven that was in here, and then Krishna from India. Hope India's doing well. And then of course there was the other dude, Nelson Art. It's Valerie Nelson. That's probably who it is, if I had to guess. Maybe actually no, I don't know who that is. Anyways, but yeah, thank you guys for rolling through. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll probably have some changes if you are new here. Just go to my page, look at my socials, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we'll probably have new times, probably a little bit earlier. Normally I start at Tuesdays at 8 p.m. and I go for 2 hours, but we think we might break that up. It might be a little bit easier to do that instead. So I think maybe breaking that might be a good idea. It will keep me more consistent to a more set schedule. So we shall see. But in the meantime, thank you all for coming. Yeah, I'll see y'all. Thanks for coming through. Shouts to Behance for sponsoring me. And I'll see you guys when I see you.